Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Jagged Alliance 2. We are in front of Tixa, in the prison.
Agreed!
Where the Queen would keep our mercenaries if any were captured. And also Dynamo is held there. And I really want to get him out because I only have 33% loyalty in armor. And that's not good. I need the money.
Hey,
and
watch Tigas. We got the bad guys here, huh?
And I could also use the 6 mercenary. I'm not sure about Dynamo's stats if he will really fit in, but we will see. So, yeah. I thought this was a good place to start the map. Maybe it wasn't, but I thought I had a good cover just to fend off anybody who would approach me through the main entrance or on the right side through the fence. And I thought I could get them just to come all out and run in front of my guns.
We got a jail here that makes Alcatraz look like Disneyland. It's not just the jail's condition either.
Yeah.
The warden's got a house right on the grounds, and by all accounts, she's one mean bitch.
Yes? What? Yes? Yes.
You got my ear.
Yes. What?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a really good cover there, with the huge
You got my
stones.
ear.
If you're hiding behind a cover like that,
Yes.
you have a really low
What?
chance of getting
Yes.
hit.
You got my ear.
Yeah. Yes? Yeah. What?
Yeah, still
Yes.
I am really scared of the daylight Jagged Alliance 2, because I tend to have small groups, and small groups are much more effective at night, because it's more likely that you will only encounter 2 or 3 enemies at a time.
What?
You got my ear.
In the daytime,
Yeah.
it can be easily 6 opponents facing you and seeing you. And if they are not totally bad, then this can be a big problem.
Yes?
On the other hand, I still
Yeah.
have very decent rifles at the moment.
Yes?
And at day 9, not all of the enemy should be equipped with such long-ranged weapons. But some of them, of course, are. I mean, the game not
Yes.
only progresses by time, but
You
also
got my ear.
on what you do. So, if you capture a city like I just did with armor, the enemy's gonna get stronger.
Roger.
Yes.
So,
I hear you.
yeah.
You got my ear.
Got it.
As I said before, right now my tactic is to just get into very good cover, to cut the fence,
I hear ya.
just so the enemy is able
You
to
got my
approach
ear.
me through it.
Yes.
So yeah, now for the hole in the fence.
I hear ya. I hear ya. Super.
So yeah. Now I want to draw their attention,
I'm on it.
and the alert is going off, so yeah. I think I got their attention.
The army! I
Yeah.
knew we'd see them sooner or later!
So far it works. Yeah, and excellent shooting again for having 67 marksmanship by Ira.
You got my ear!
As I mentioned earlier, I am
You got my ear!
All
really,
soldiers are not dead. Yeah.
The army! I knew we'd see them sooner or later!
I'm really starting to
Yeah.
like Ira in this playthrough. Normally
You got my
I
ear.
get rid of her pretty early in the game. Not
Yes.
like
You got my ear!
rid of her that she's dead, but like keep her in the reserve somewhere, let her train militia, and that's it for her.
Yes.
But yeah, this time she's really doing a great job. Already got like 13 marksmanship on top. It's the same as my
I'm
Yes.
sure we didn't find all of
Personalized.
Adriana's men!
mercenary TGV. He started with 75, now he's at 88. And that's a
Yeah.
good pace.
You got my ear!
I'm not really entirely sure on how much I should spend on marksmanship creating my own mercenary. Just because marksmanship on the one hand is the easiest skill to level up. On the other hand, it's maybe the most important skill because it determines like a good portion of your battle strength. And right now I'm a little bit frustrated that I only got one enemy. Another enemy is heavily wounded. But yeah. I've gone through a long time of setting this up, and I didn't do this just to kill 2 enemies. But it seems they refuse to come out of the building. And I really don't wanna go that route to go into the building. I rather prefer to have a fight on an open field where the cover advantage.
Is good.
So I
Is
will
good.
move slowly and carefully to the main entrance, or in the direction of the main entrance. Just because I'm 100% sure that at this little booth at the entrance, there will be at least like 2 or 3 enemies. And it should alert a whole lot of more soldiers to come to the main gate. It's sometimes a little tricky to find out how the
Yeah.
AI is really responding. I think
Is good.
if you're attacking
Yes,
a city or something like that,
I'm on it.
the enemy will pretty much guard the
You got my
positions
ear.
there and
Roger.
maybe over some range, but not around the whole level. Even if they hear or see something coming from one direction, they will not just run to it blindly. On the other hand, if you encounter enemies while you're traveling, like a
Yes.
patrol, then they will just pile up on you. If they notice you, they will run straight for you and try to kill you. Which can be nice, just because if you have a good cover and you are able to fend off like the first wave, like kill 3 or 4 enemies in a short period of time, then yeah, that can be pretty nice, but also it can be pretty annoying, because even if you're fighting at night, you can easily encounter
You got my ear.
6 or 7 enemies at
Yes.
once
Yeah.
that can see you,
What?
just because they
Okay.
tend to pile up.
You got
Yes.
my ear.
And I'm not
Good.
sure if it was this playthrough or the playthrough I did on my previous channel, but somewhere I exploited that just by throwing a little granite rain at them
Okay.
to punish them for piling up like that. But it still was a hard thing to do. I had to save load pretty often because they
It is enemy.
Mainly
we
be-
must attack.
because of this stamina bug that seems to be especially bad in the version I'm playing right now. I remember it being a little bit broken when I played the game a few years back, but right now I purchased the Steam version of the game just because
Yes.
I actually still have a CD with the old game, but I figured I wanted to have it on Steam just to have easy access and everything. But the Steam version, to be honest, is not good. It wouldn't start at first, so I had to
Good.
delete the intro actually,
Yeah. See them.
because for some reason
Yes.
my PC always broke down when he tried to play the intro, so I had to delete the intro file, and now I never get an intro. And when I exit the game, I think
What?
it's also shutting down. So yeah, my point was that the Steam version also has a very, very bad stamina bug. And that's why granite rains are not that efficient because the enemies will all stand up after you have knocked them
Yeah.
from their feet. Which is annoying because this
You got my ear.
really limits your tactics. Normally there are a lot of tactics where you can
Roger.
use the enemy's stamina. Of course, especially with all the stun grenade and tear gas stuff.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
make my blood sing.
Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
not in the best position here.
Yes.
Or let's say the
You got
position
my ear.
itself is good, but I got two mercenaries that have no real cover, which is not good.
What?
But sometimes it's better to just shoot down the enemy and then go to cover.
Salut, HQ. Yes. Yes. Yes.
I thought Dimitri could see him if
Yes.
he would crouch there. Yeah. The Dragunov is really... for the Dragunov
Yes.
it's pretty much the same as for Ira. Because normally I really don't like the Dragunov. I didn't like it back in the days just because it has such a
Yes.
high action point cost to fire with it.
Soldiers.
So I was like, yeah, I have a sure headshot with the Dragunov, but I pretty much spent a whole turn just to fire one bullet.
Yes.
But yeah, I was just gonna say my mercenary TGV is
You got my
so
ear.
reliable with it, but there he missed a shot. But yeah, he
Yeah.
really is reliable,
You got
especially
my ear.
in the situations where he cannot see the
Yeah.
enemy. Maybe a bad example that he just missed there, but
Agreed.
yeah. Also on attacking armor he did some great performances on the Dragunov.
Yeah.
He maybe has like a
Yes.
60%, 70% hit chance if he cannot see the enemy,
Yeah. Yes.
and that's really great. Because then I don't have to move him and reposition him, and then I can also get 2 shots out of the Dragunov in one turn.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Hell.
Thanks TGView for undermining my point.
Yes.
Wait, is undermining? No. I think undermining is the wrong word. But yeah, I think you guys know what I want to say, but my English not good, so I cannot
I'm on it.
express myself like I want to. Yeah, I really noticed that if I take breaks like I did the last couple of months with making videos, that my spoken English really drops down.
Yes.
To a not so good level. Yeah. But
Yes.
I'm sure we didn't find all of Deidreana's men.
yeah.
Yes.
You got my ear.
What? D'accord.
Yeah, and I'm still a little bit
D'accord.
mad that
Yeah.
the enemy is not approaching me in the way I would have
You got my ear.
anticipated.
What?
I would have thought that I could just hold this position and most of the remaining enemies would just
Okay.
You got my ear.
drop down
There
on
be
me.
the terrible guys. We
But
must watch our
no,
tail, eh? Yes.
they're waiting on the edge of the fence.
What? Yes.
Yeah, and let's see if TGV can give him a headshot for being that sneaky, and yes he can.
You got my ear.
Yes he can. And this might be a little bit insane. Ira trying to shoot from really far away without being able to see the enemy, and I'm really not mad at her for missing these shots. But Melis really should have
Yes.
hit both of his shots there. But Dimitri also got a sniper scope, and the sniper scope really seems to help with enemies that are not visible for the mercenary.
Yes.
But it's really hard to tell how much
What?
it actually is, just because you have no indicator whatsoever. I'm looking forward
What? This be like hide and search, eh? But with the guns.
to play
Don't you
the
worry, La Malice will get them.
1.13 mod,
Okay.
because I'm
Something
pretty
there.
sure there's something there for
You got my
having
ear.
better
There
indicator
be the terrible guys. We must watch our tail,
for
eh?
those cases where you cannot see the enemy.
Yes. What? D'accord.
Yeah, I decided to retreat with Malis just because all of my other mercenaries are so far back. And
What?
yeah, maybe I should
Watch
have
out. All soldiers are not dead.
picked Malis to move forward.
There be the terrible guys.
Oh.
We must watch our tail, eh?
Didn't expect anybody to still come from that direction. But okay. You will be taken care of, my
Yes.
friend. With my handy Dragunov.
You got my ear.
Or maybe by Ira. Or maybe not.
Yes.
Maybe it has to be the Dragunov. Come on, you can do it. Yeah. Nah.
Yes.
Okay, this is a little frustrating right now. I wonder why it's so hard for me to hit this guy.
What?
Yeah, why? I have like my whole squad firing on him. And only one hit or something.
What?
This is not right.
Yes.
This is
Yes.
effed up. Come on. Come on.
Yes.
Oh, the Dragunov. You can do it.
Need to reload.
Fuck.
What?
Yeah. Okay.
Salut, Tixa.
So a lot of trouble
What?
for only one enemy. Another reason why I hate the daylight. If it was nighttime, the enemy would have to be closer,
What?
Keep in mind,
For
we
me
didn't
to-
get them all.
have a vision on him, and then it would be also much easier to take him out.
Yes.
But yeah,
What?
just because
Now.
I took the sector at daylight. Oh, slight spoilers.
Yes.
Yeah, I will win this fight, but I'm able to go to Cambria in the
Yes.
nighttime,
Okay.
which was one of my main reasons to decide
Yeah.
to take this.
Time for the enemy to
at
say
the
its
daytime.
prayers.
Because otherwise I would have waited here like 6 hours just for it to become night. And after that I most likely wouldn't be able to take all of Cambria in the same night. So I would have to rest another day just to wait for the
Yes.
nighttime again. And yeah, this way I can just do it in one night, or in one day and one night. If I'm good, because Cambria has 5 sectors, and maybe even some of the sectors around the city are guarded.
Enemy.
So it might be tough to accomplish.
Yes.
I'm not really sure.
Yes.
I kinda wanna check into Berlin. Just because I wanna be the Kingpin's friend. Just for once I wanna
Yes.
have the Kingpin on my side. I've googled and everything and
Okay.
I didn't see any like
See them.
Easter egg or like
Good. We will all die together.
anything that happens really when you ally with the Kingpin. Other than, of course, he's paying you some money.
Yes.
But it's,
Yes.
yeah, it's not that much. But I'm somehow hoping that at least if I, like, kill Date Runner
Puff
in
of
the
smoke.
end and,
The thud of the body. Man, There's nothing like
if
it.
I'm still an ally of the Kingpin, that maybe some dialogue will come from him, or I don't know. I'm pretty sure there isn't such
Soldiers!
thing. Just because I never saw it anywhere, or never read about it.
Yes.
But yeah, for once I
Yes.
don't want to kill the Kingpin. Normally it's one of my early goals to go to San Mona, just complete the boxing missions, get all the money out
Yes.
of it, and then rob the Kingpin, and maybe even kill him. And this is a boatload of money.
Super. Cripes!
Yeah, and just to go back to the actual game that's running here, it's very nice also on the Dragunov that you can very easily give headshots, and when people are hiding
See
in
them.
buildings or
Yes.
behind any kind of cover, especially ducking behind the windows, then it's very nice to have a Dragunov just to give them the easy headshot, because you will have to give them a headshot. The torso won't be available as a target.
Cripes!
And I really don't like the cover that I have here,
Yes.
because it's really
Yes.
just enough for 2 mercenaries. And there are still many enemies left. And
Goodbye.
it would be tough
Yes.
if these 2 mercenaries wouldn't be very well performing, but they do. Because it's TGVU.
Cripes!
Yeah. Boy.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm also a little bit lucky that they're really taking turns to run into me. Pretty much one by one.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
And just to point it out again,
Damn it
these
to hell.
big stones are maybe the best cover in the game, period. I cannot think of anything else that is giving you a better cover than one of these big rocks.
Hell.
You're making a huge mistake!
No, you are making a huge mistake. And I didn't
Yes.
met Carmen, the headhunter, yet. But I'm pretty sure I should take the head of this warden.
Yes.
I mean, there's really no purpose in her being here, because I wouldn't be able to talk to her in any case, because
Damn it to hell.
the battle just starts if I enter the sector. Maybe there's some way to interact with her if you get prisoned here, but I'm not sure. I never continue playing if I get imprisoned.
What?
But, yep. She looks to me like she might be on the list of
Yes.
the...
Yes. Yes.
How to say it? Of the evil people that the headhunter wants to have eliminated. And you will have to cut off their heads. Which is very cruel, and I think this has done a
Yes.
big part in giving Jagged Alliance to the
Yes.
while in Germany it's FSK. How is it? Yeah, Peggy. Peggy, I think, is the European standard, and I think in most of these rating it's only
Yes.
for adults, so 18 plus. And I mean, big parts of the game are not really cruel. I mean, you have the enemies lying in a little bit of blood, which is like a
Yes.
Watch
normal
out.
thing in
All
any
soldiers are not
Peggy
dead.
13 game nowadays, I would say. But yeah, some little elements, like you can
I'm on it.
in some situation blast the
You got
enemy
my
head
ear.
off or blast
Roger.
the enemy's stomach with
Yes.
the burst. And you also have to cut off the heads of the enemies you want to, of the criminals
You got my ear.
you want to get a
Roger.
reward for.
Yes.
And I think, like,
Look here.
maybe only these three things
Look here.
gave it such a hard time
Yeah.
with the Peggy. Or the FSK in my case.
Is good.
What? Okay.
And I think it's a shame just because, I mean, I really like those elements. They are,
Yes.
I think it's more of a
He's good.
Soldier James Ryan thing. And I think the whole game is, I think it
Yes.
Look out.
doesn't really glorify violence or mercenaries or even war.
I'm on it.
I think it does quite the opposite, because most of the mercenaries are
Time for the enemy to say its prayers.
rather, or maybe most of the characters overall in the game are pretty psychopathic. I mean, yeah, of course you got the rebels like Miguel, who are very, like, good and kind-hearted people. But then you have people like me who are clobbering enemies to death with their bare hands,
You got my ear.
just to get some more experience and some level on some skills. Could make it fast, but
What?
shit. Okay, I think that didn't draw any damage. But again, this is a really good example for the stamina bug that's present in this game. I'm very sure that I didn't have these kind of bugs in the early versions I played. I mean,
That do not
the
scare
enemy
me.
often recovered
Bad guys.
his stamina very fast. But it wasn't like
What?
I beat him down
Yes.
on the ground and he will just stand up the next round and shoot at me. It's just inhuman. Come on, you are a cyborg. Admit it.
What?
Damn cybernetic life forms.
Yes.
And the sniper scope is working again. Really good.
Stop.
Yes.
Wow. And he
Yes.
remains... He remains on the ground. It's a miracle. But
You got my ear.
I have to shoot him. This is actually a loaded sequence because if I don't shoot him in this scenario, then he will stand up and unleash a burst round on TG view. Just because he doesn't need stamina at all. He can move without any stamina. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I hit him 4 times when he was laying on the ground, and there's no way he should be able to stand up in the next round.
Yes.
It took another shot out of the pistol to keep him on the ground.
Super.
Yeah,
What's
and
this?
as you can see, I got a level in dexterity with TG view, which is because of the hand fighting.
Hell.
And yeah, that's the reason if I got a good opportunity to take out somebody with my bare hands, I will go for it. To get the level up in dexterity, I think also in strength and agility, you get chances of
Salut, Tixa.
Yes.
getting a level up on the skill.
I hear ya. What's this? Enemy!
Uh-oh. Yeah. That happens if you don't
Wonder
use
how many
the
lives I got
drug
left after that. Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
So for headshots at people that TG view can see, you maybe have like a 80 to 90% success rate. And that's great. I mean,
Yes.
the Dragunov gets a little obsolete maybe
Yes.
in the late game. Just because, or definitely gets obsolete in the late game. Mainly because your mercenary is at like 95 or even 100 marksmanship will just
Super.
be able to land the headshots even
Yes.
without the weapon being a sniper scope Dragunov. Sniper scope, of course, is a
Goodbye.
good thing to have
Yep,
to do
we're
headshots.
good. Once someone notifies their next of kin, we can move on to the next sector.
But yeah, that's it for now.
Is good.
I will loot the sector and free Dynamo in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye!